Yep. Morning, everyone. Back for part 2. Now, what we're going to do is, so part 1. It took a while. It took a lot longer than I was expecting playing through Juvenile Days. Shut up. Quiet. Took a lot longer to play through Juvenile Days than I expected, so we're going to get to the new main story chapters in this stream this morning. I am well rested. Yes, I am. I have my protein shake. I've got my caffeine. I am ready to go. I got a good amount of sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and extend and receive, and we are going to go ahead and... What's in the new... That was the background from the last live stream I did last night, Juvenile Days event. All right, so we're going to actually get into the event today. So let's see exactly what is in store. Now, to kind of pick up where we left off, obviously spoiler warning. This is the end game content. Hopefully I'm leveled up enough to be able to kick enough butt to actually make it through. I mean, I think it should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. So, we left off with Grave, Anichiro, Rappy kind of going a little cray-cray, and I'm kind of curious to where it leaves off now, picks up now. So let's go ahead and get into that now. Oh man, campaign can be played on normal or hard difficulty. Yes, it can. Okay, that's right. I am not in the right chapter. I've been grinding hard mode a bit. What's it want me to do? Alright, the Mobbeast. The Mobbeast. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, the music. Oh yeah, let's listen to the music real quick. Let me crank it up. Ooh. I've always been a huge music nerd fanatic. Ooh. I could tell Nuts, or whatever his name is, doing the more recent stuff, which I appreciate. Okay, I'm curious what the scenario version of this song sounds like, as well as like the Hazard version. Oh, we're double the power. I think we should be fine. So let's go ahead and get going. This is one of, honestly, I could choose a better team, but I kind of don't need to. But I'm curious to see where things go, because if we look at the trailer for the event, there was let me turn the game down just a touch. There was that new lady. We don't know who exactly she is, or at least I don't know. There's been plenty of time for the chapter to be up for other people to get to that. You know, I'm always going to be late to the punch if I got to stream on Fridays. But that's fine. But I wonder if that is an evolution of Anichiro. I wonder if this is the next stage in Anichiro's metamorphosis, as one would say. But it'll be interesting to see, because I don't recognize the voice actress. Anything audio related, I'm very autistic about, and I love it. So the music sounds pretty good so far. It's got a more serious tone, which, with all the events lately that have been kind of like fluffy and like happy and goofy, I've been missing a lot of the serious stuff. I mean, Juvenile Days last night, playing through that last night was nice and good, but I kind of missed having kind of a more serious, somber, you know, intense, like there's a lot hanging in the balance type of situation. So it's nice hearing the kind of that vibe, and we'll see if they carry through that vibe with this first section of the main chapters. All right, let's get going. I'm just gonna let it auto play through. Rappy. I'm gonna press Shift, let it auto through.
Yes, Commander.
Rappy, why did you preemptively attack Grave?
Hold up. Are you saying that Rappy is the one who attacked first? Not that lady?
Answer me. I'm gonna turn it up just a bit since I'm not gonna talk. Grave meant us no harm.
The thing she is keeping inside that coffin is a heretic. Anichiro. Did you just say what I think you said? A heretic?
Anichiro.
She clearly values it highly. Based on her words and actions thus far, my guess is that she wishes to resurrect Anichiro.
Interesting. Shifty.
One moment. I'm collating the data right now. There's not much to go on. But according to this, she was the first heretic.
First.
There's also a brief report about her being shot down, but nothing else. This data is over 100 years old.
Yeah.
She must be extremely dangerous. What makes you say that? Typically, the first iteration of any model is incredibly strong, especially prototypes.
Just look at Lilith.
Doubly so if she's the forebearer of the heretics. Her power must be unimaginable. That's a good point, actually. But one second, Rappy, how do you know about Anichiro?
Yeah.
I would like to know that myself. The only way you can turn up any information on her is by specifically searching for it.
I know her. Or rather, I knew her.
Red Hood.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't be certain, but it seems Red Hood has met Anichiro before.
She's the one who
My
shot her
mind is
down.
flooded with intense memories and emotions. Not least of all, rage.
Rage.
Sounds like they could have been mortal enemies.
There's no way to know for sure. What is certain is that we mustn't allow Anichiro to be resurrected. If she were to awaken now, none of us would stand a chance against her.
But I thought taking down heretics was our thing? We practically eat them for breakfast. This is apparently one meal we can't have.
We're dealing with an entity from over a century ago. She's most likely equipped with technology that's long been considered lost.
Interesting.
Our objective is twofold. Track down Grave and destroy Anichiro. ...
First things first. We'll track down Grave. Or track Grave down. Ugh. As for how we deal with Anichiro, I'll make a decision after I've assessed the situation further.
Roger.
Interesting. So, they are making the connection between the Red Hood and
Don't worry.
Rappy and Anichiro back in the days and the time, stuff like that. So, but it's going to be interesting. I'm starting. I really think that is going to be like an iteration of Anichiro, which sucks because I would rather have Anichiro as she is over a century ago. No, the white version. That'd be really cool. I would actually dump all 130 something thousand gems just to core 7. On to the next stage.
Hey there.
Whoa! 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 What is this?
Hey there. Hey there.
Who are you? Who are you?
Hey there.
Trying to figure out who she voices. Who voices her? How are things going?
Better than expected. Things are progressing quickly.
Oh, that sounds like...
We're keeping the Harmony Cube in check. And once the A pillar arrives, we'll be able to start.
Oh, that sounds like... What's her face? Oh, God. Oh, who's that voice actress? It's like Christina Venezuela or something like that. Yeah,
What about
that sounds like her.
There were Raptures armed with anti-air artillery nearby, so they went to deal with them.
But it doesn't sound right. It sounds also like a mix between her and Brianna Knickerbocker. Dang. Well, we're about to find out who she's voiced by. There were Raptors armed with anti-air artillery nearby, so I went to
just the three
Dang.
of them?
Yes. Commander, we should join them.
Agreed. Let's go.
I have something to confess. I fell asleep during the mission briefing. I haven't got a clue what Mana is doing here, what the stakes are, and what's going on with Absolute.
That's right, Absolute! Oh my God. Elysian representation! I'm looking forward to this.
Shouting it like you're proud of the fact you know nothing.
I'm shouting the proud of the fact that Elysian gets representation.
Naturally, I
That's kind of why they gotta like shoehorn in like all the other manufacturers, specifically Tetra, because Elysian and Mastilis are the only ones who can actually like do shit. So they're the only ones who actually really get representation in the story. Yeah.
If you hadn't nodded off, you'd know that Absolute is harnessing the Harmony Cube in order to destroy the crystal. Isn't that right, Mana?
Not even a little bit.
Oh.
Did I at least get some keywords right?
Sorry, Mana. Can you explain it to us again? Because the time skip thing wanted to give us
Fine.
more flow.
Based on the investigation the central government conducted on the E2 crystals,
It is not the voice actress I'm thinking. Definitely not.
Man, you all love these kinds of names, don't you? First Material H, now E2 crystals.
this substance was deemed highly dangerous to the Ark and
Yes.
classified as risk level SS. At the same time,
Code names
as
are
it was
fun.
determined that it didn't have any positive effect on the surface's ecosystem, any further research would serve no purpose, and the decision was made to eradicate the material.
Interesting.
For some perspective, heretics were designated as risk level S. These E2 crystals, meanwhile, are one level above even that.
Oh.
The Harmony Cube located here is outdated and not well maintained, but it is still capable of running calculations pertaining to the construction of the Ark. By setting this Harmony Cube loose on the nearby infested
I like her
E2
tie.
crystals,
It's got some other lights in it.
we will overwrite the basic structures of the Ark here, which are known as lost sectors. The structures generated by this Harmony Cube are composed of glass, which makes them perfect for dealing with E2 crystals. Our strategy is to fill the area with these glass structures and push back the E2 crystals.
So are they saying that the
Then
crystals are
this
more of
will
a
be the
danger
epicenter
than the
of that
heretics?
operation?
No.
Oh, okay. Care to elaborate?
We intend to use an A-pillar which will act as a stake of sorts. We will insert this A-pillar into the most densely packed area of the crystal region, from which the basic structures will expand outwards. By repeating this process multiple times,
I wonder how.
what you need to do now is
What-
join up with Absolute and proceed with the mission.
Why are they doing this though?
They've been fully briefed on and have even completed a simulation.
All right,
Interesting.
no issues on my end.
Anything else?
What do you mean?
What about Grave?
I haven't seen any sight of her yet.
Understood. Alright then, let's meet up with Absolute. Interesting. So, are they trying to, or are they trying to use the Harmony Cube to kind of like create a barrier to fight the heretics? That wasn't, at least, I mean, still morning for me, so either that wasn't clear,
Enemy
or that
sighted,
wasn't very
yes,
clearly
on my
explained.
way.
Wasn't clearly understood by me, or not clearly explained. Either way.
Another battle? I just finished.
Morning protein shakes, man. I swear, you get bone broth protein powder, collagen protein powder. You mix it with matcha leaves and some like chocolate electrolyte packets. Dude, there's some like the best stuff to wake up to in the morning. You still get like 150 milligrams of caffeine usually. You get loaded up with a good amount of protein. It's great. That's what I have every single morning. Takes a little bit for matcha to kick in though, which
How
sucks.
do you like that? A grand
But
victory.
it's a lot better for you than just hounding on the monsters like first thing in the morning. Like you gotta slow rise into the day. But interesting. Yeah, I'm curious because yeah, there's crystals all over the place. I know the crystals were a big part, and they're kind of the last like 4 chapters were about the crystals, which was definitely interesting. Interested to see where exactly they go with the crystals, because Crave has something to do with the crystals. She knows kind of what's going on, but another thing though is the new character that they showed in the preview trailer for the new chapters. She was like, Anichiro, that was my name, or whatever. Yes, that's my name, or it was. I'm assuming that's her talking because it sounds just like her.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see what this is. Beast. Succession scenario. Interesting. Dude, I have missed the seriousness of this game so badly. This makes me so happy. This makes me so happy.
Commander.
Yes, Elysian representation.
Oh my. You came.
Hurry up, you idiots. This is why.
That's the Unwa we know and love.
Sorry, inferior people like us walk kind of slow. For every 3 steps you take, we only take 1. Oh, how useless we are. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
This is fun.
I knew we'd all get along swimmingly.
Give me a sit rep.
The container with the stakes is going to be transported over by air in a while.
Interesting.
There's a possibility it could be shot down before landing, so we need to clear this place of raptures.
Unwa sounds better than like the earlier stuff. I think her voice is a lot less like airy than it was back then. It's now a little bit more clear and concise, which A+. This sounds great.
What? You're still not done? Jeez, Absolute has really fallen off.
We were waiting for you.
What?
It's just that I've heard so many stories about how remarkable the counters are. I wanted to see it for myself.
It's not that we're doubting you. We simply want to see what you're capable of.
What is this, some kind of test we have to pass?
That's a rather blunt way of putting it, but yes, more or less.
Come on, show us what you can do.
What's the point of this? Are you still obsessed with who's the strongest?
Be quiet.
Yeah, Unwa sounds way better.
You abandoned us and left us in the lurch, only to sidle up with a third-rate squad instead. You must have had a reason to do that. I'd like to know what it is.
Yeesh, jealous much?
Wow.
Do you ever shut that trap of yours?
If you still want these lips, why don't you come give me a kiss? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh my god.
Why do I even bother? You've got 3 minutes until the container arrives. Clear this place out before then.
Fine, let's go everyone.
Commander, we don't have to go along with this ridiculous game of theirs.
No, let's show them. Let's show them what we're made of.
Okay, let's go. You want to witness the greatness of the counters firsthand? You got it. I might just have to unleash the full power. I'd advise against that. All they'll see is your glasses twinkling slightly.
Why do you all...
Rappy,
Happy.
let's show them that you made the right choice. Let's show how well we work together.
Like, personally, I'm kind of more siding with Absolute. I appreciate a more serious, no nonsense,
Go get 'em,
and all Anise and Neon are nonsense. And it's just like, yeah, I'd rather not. Ooh, kill the thingy, kill the thing, kill the thing, kill the thing. There we go. I'd rather not. Like, oh, I missed one. But it's like, Unwa sounds way better. I don't know what happened with her voice actress, but her voice sounds so clear right now. It makes me very happy. It makes my ears happy. But it's like I've never been a fan of Anise. I know I'm majorly in the minority here, but I have never been a fan of Anise.
Finished.
Oh,
What do you guys think?
I thought it was impressive, personally.
it's just like Anise is too like childish. I don't know, just the way anyone who acts like that, I just see as childish personally.
Let's move to the mission area.
Dude, Unwa sounds so much better now. I cannot get over how much more clear she sounds.
Hey, you could at least give us some feedback. Yeah, if you're not gonna leave a review, then you at least ought to pay us. Ooh, she's not saying anything. That must mean she's gonna pay us.
It seems you're finally capable of not being complete morons all the time. And in a fairly short amount of time, too. Impressive.
Interesting. She sounds so much better.
What is wrong with her?
What do you mean?
Such effusive praise. You don't have to be so nice.
There are some caveats, however. The squirt and the squad leader are competent. I can't say the same about you two. It's not
Yeah.
a major issue for now, since the skill gap isn't too significant. But as those two grow stronger, both of you will only end up dragging them down.
Yep.
It's not that you haven't grown. You just haven't improved enough. You need to do better.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
As long as you're aware. Now let's move.
Oh, I love Unwa.
Wow, that was amazing. You guys work together so well as a team that you hardly notice your firepower is lacking. Our firepower is lacking?
Uh-oh. Don't say that in front of Neo.
Oh, sorry. I may have said too much. I'm sure you'll eventually find weapons that are better suited to you.
Come to think of it, have any of you ever upgraded your gear?
There's no need for us to wantonly upgrade our loadout. What we're using right now suits us perfectly.
If you say so.
Sorry to interrupt, but the container has arrived. The
Oh,
initial
yes.
setup is expected to take 20 minutes.
In the meantime, we'll proceed to the
Designated
Roger
area.
that.
So they have people that are gonna like come in and like defend, or defend the container while it's set up for the 20 minutes, or I guess not.
Let's go.
Interesting. Yeah, it's when it comes to like the main
Let's go.
trio of characters, I've never been too much of a fan of Anise and Neon and
go.
how.
Yes, on my
Wait,
way.
haven't we? Are they reusing sections? Because this looks like the last chapter. Anyway.
Understood. A fight then, is it?
I've never really been a fan of the goofy, quibby, like, wow, you know, we're the comic relief characters, but we actually contribute nothing to the team's, you know, skills or efficiency. I've never been a fan of those. It's if you have, you know, if you're gonna be, if the only thing you offer is to be stupid, then that's stupid. I'm sorry, but so when it comes to teams like Absolute, I appreciate it. Now, I will say there is exception, like Miranda. Like, there's one of those things where it's like, are they being stupid for stupidity's sake, or are they being stupid because they're kind of an asshole? Which is kind of how Anise comes across. With characters like what? Let's use another like Elysian Squad, another serious one as an example, and that would be ACPU, Polly, Curie, and Miranda. You have Curie and Miranda. They're both kind of, you know, the goofy
No way I can
dunces of the group, right? Well, Polly being the one serious one, kind of shoehorning in the people who can't get their act together. But the thing is Miranda means well. She's
I will
not
send you off without pain.
smart for not a lack of trying. She's trying her best to perform. Same with Curie. They just have limitations and inefficient ways of thinking. That's they're not bad. They're just not amazing at what they do. And that's where kind of Polly puts up with that, and that's why I can respect all of them more. And I find Miranda very, you know, sweet and genuine, and Curie as well. Whereas Anise I just find is annoying, personally. I know people like her, but it's one of those things where it's like, I prefer the more genuine people, whether it be genuinely honest, or genuinely sweet, or genuinely blunt. If they're a genuine person, I appreciate that a lot more. Oh yes, lost relic. So we'll see how this goes, and see how well Anise keeps up the act or
Destination reached.
gets better.
Requesting further guidance as
Yes.
to where the stakes will be driven.
I'll do it.
Unwa takes out a flat disc out of her pocket and places it on the
The
ground.
stakes will land where that disc is. Everyone, step back. Go ahead, Mana.
Coordinates confirmed. Launching A pillar towards
Interesting.
the guidance signal.
They're like
A
rockets.
pillar launched.
A
Handing up.
Roger. Assuming control. Huh?
Shifty
is piloting it? Yes. I'll be steering it to the guidance signal.
That's kind of cool, actually.
I'm not overly familiar with this control system.
Wow. You must be really good at this then, Shifty. I wouldn't go that far, but it was covered in my curriculum.
Aw,
There
man.
are a few tricks you can learn, and the whole process is easy to replicate with a flight simulator. I see. Oh, like that, yes. And got it. It should land any moment now.
Massive white pillar plummets from the sky and lands upright on the ground. Upon impact, there is a resounding thud, and a massive plumes of dust emerge in its wake.
Landing complete.
Wow.
Checking alignment. Initiating link with Harmony Cube. Hub designation complete.
So are they trying to like spread the crystals or consume the crystals? Because that's my question.
Initiating art creation
Oh,
sequence.
they're creating an arc. Okay, that answers my question now. They're creating a lost sector, I guess. As Manic explained a little bit earlier. It wasn't very clear. It wasn't very clear. It feels like the ground itself is
Everyone,
rippling.
brace yourselves.
The ground begins to undulate wildly. And white blocks begin to shoot up like seedlings sprouting out of the ground. At the same time, the crystals in the area shatter to pieces. Some blocks rise for a moment and stop, while others continue to surge up into the air, seemingly without end. They assume a panoply of different shapes, triangles, ovals, diamonds, and more. After a few moments, the blocks cease their movement. And what was once a foreign land is now a familiar landscape. It's become a lost sector.
Construction complete.
Wow.
A-pillar status, all normal. Linking with Harmony Cube and expanding the area.
Interesting.
Holy crap, this place is unrecognizable now.
Think of this pillar as a pseudo-Harmony Cube. One which was created by the Harmony Cube itself. We can expand the structures around the area where the A-pillar is embedded. Being made of glass, all of this material is immune to the E2 crystals.
Okay, so the
we can push them
crystals...
out.
The crystals are called ET. So what they're doing is they're using these A pillars, which I can only think of automotive A pillars, like the ones between the front door and the windshield. They're using the A pillars to replicate a mini Harmony Cube to create swaths of protected area to push out and drive out to the crystals. It's made out of glass. The crystals can't do much.
Additionally,
Interesting. So they're kind of reclaiming the
A-pillar is
area.
tied to the Harmony Cube's computational power. So the more you install, the better the Harmony Cube.
I didn't quite. None of this makes any sense to me.
That's what I'm saying. She's just dumb and an asshole. I've never really, I've never really liked that.
How can these structures just appear out of the...
You're right. It doesn't make any logical sense. But you...
How does the science behind all of this work?
Interesting.
Although, to be honest, I don't think I'd understand even if you did explain.
Nope.
That's classified information.
Yep.
How come?
Do you really think this process follows the laws of physics or basic energy principle?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I guess? I don't know. None of this makes
Does it
any
follow the
sense.
laws of physics? I don't know.
That's
Well,
precisely
that's confidential.
Does that answer your question?
Not at all.
Be quiet.
Aren't any of you curious about this?
You just said yourself that you wouldn't understand even if you were given an explanation.
Yep.
It's like watching a documentary on quantum physics. Even if you don't understand every bit, it's still nice to know.
Try and use that pea brain of yours for 1 second. If the reason why this stuff works the way it does wasn't classified, and if it was something that everyone could understand, it could end up being used for terrorism.
Absolutely. No pun intended.
Like you said, it defies all common sense.
Yes.
You really think something like that will be easy to understand?
Probably not.
Exactly. Hence why it's classified.
Yeah, Anise doesn't think enough. I just,
For someone who says they don't care, you've got an awful lot to say about it.
I don't know. I don't need to know.
Amen.
So our objective is to plant these pillars here and there? Then these structures that manifest as a result will wipe out all the crystals?
Correct.
Sounds kind of fun. Like a game.
Yep.
We're moving out.
Yeah. Anise, the one who struggles to understand. It's like, listen, I get you're the commando squad, but at the same time, Unwa kind of has the proper way of going about things. You know, you are dogs for the military, right? You're supposed to do what you're told. Don't question it. You don't need to know. It's classified for a reason. As long as it helps everyone live their life in the pursuit of happiness and the preservation of the Ark, then why are you questioning it? Anise is just a dunce. Oh my god. Just clear this thing out. This guy's gonna taunt. I don't like taunts. Dang. You stunned my Scarlet.
We won!
Yeah.
Happy day, Commander!
So let's see. We get a double dose of story? No double dose. Oh, there's more enemies suddenly appear.
Understood.
Ooh, that's cool. I like it when the map changes. I can see why it takes a while for them to make these new story things, but like, if they kind of like toned it down with the other events and stuff, man, quit making so many mini games and give us more of the main story stuff. That's what's interesting. That's what I assume. Most, you know, I'm probably in the minority of people who actually want this, know the story of the game instead of want a hub for a bunch of mini games. I don't care about mini games personally. Well, cause like I just care about lore, the story, about the game,
I can still keep
including story of the characters. I mean, give us more information about the characters and who they are and what they believe. That's what I find interesting. But instead, most of the stuff we get lately has been just mini games and stuff that is probably better suited to optimizing the game and fixing loading times, because this game is atrociously low at loading the most basic of menus. Yeah. Okay. So we'll get through this. I'm just gonna go straight for the objectives because it's already been 31 minutes, and we're like only like 2 chapter thingies in, so there's probably gonna be a part 3. Probably gonna be a part 3. I mean, we'll see. It's 8 a.m. I have nothing planned for the next like 6 hours, maybe 5 hours. So I mean, I might as well just keep going. But that means I will have to step away for breaks again.
We won! Oh, happy day, Commander!
Yep. Morning.
Yes,
Okay,
on my
now we
way.
can squeeze on in here.
Let's go.
No lost relics. Let's go with these.
There's no way I can
Oh,
run this
oh!
Yes, on my way.
Look at that. Another little path. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got a one of those little lost relic project report thingies. Move to surface for final testing. PBZ 188.83/desert area construction not possible. Reason material shortage and unit loss due to rapture attack. SBV 85.1 moved out to a nutrient-rich forest for material procurement. Construction halted. Reason material shortage. Note confirmed that organic materials alone are insufficient. Test temporarily suspended. Interesting.
No way I can run in this.
Are these crystals a form of raptures? Are they related to the raptures? Because, or I mean, are they? No, it wouldn't be the crystals. I mean, that's a good thing. Is it the crystals? But also, is it
Don't
the
worry,
Harmony
I'll
Cube
handle it.
pillar thingies, the A pillars that they've been talking about? Because raptures can consume organic material. That's kind of their thing. So I'm interested to find out. I'm excited to have a bunch of questions hopefully answered and a bunch of more questions finally asked. That'd be nice. Whoa. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna have to swap Diesel out for Crown. Yeah, this is taking a little too long.
A commendable battle, but I desire stronger opponents next time.
Oh man. Okay.
Let's go.
Enemy sighted.
Sorry, Diesel. Oh,
Let's
nope.
give it everything. I will answer my subject's calls.
Alright, let's go.
There's no way I can run in this thing.
That's strange.
That's strange.
What is it? We installed the A pillar, but the Harmony Cube's computation speed isn't increasing as expected.
Ah, but it is increasing.
Since the A pillar is also a computation device for the Harmony Cube, the computation speed should increase with each installation.
Is there some kind of problem?
We ran a check, and the equipment doesn't appear to be defective.
Something is attacking it from the outside.
Yes. I suspect that someone is
Grave. Can you go through the records and backtrace it?
We missed our chance this time, but we should be able to run a trace the next time they try it.
Okay, I'll get
Interesting.
things. That pilgrim, Grave? Is she strong?
Yes.
How strong?
I'm not sure. We haven't really gone toe-to-toe with her yet.
You
If
can
her
do.
level is anything comparable to yours, then we already know what to think of her skill. Not much.
I wouldn't underestimate her if I were you. You'll end up regretting it. Yeah. Even when Rappy used Red Hood, she barely managed to...
Neon.
Whoops! Sorry, I wanted to boast about Rappy and got carried away.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Well, Rappy becomes stronger when she wears a red bandana. Have you ever heard of the Red Turban Rebellion?
You don't have to pretend. We know all about it.
Interesting.
About Rappy's secret past and what happened to her.
Did Ingrid tell you?
Yes. She said we needed to know.
Yep.
Since we were comrades and all, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it a secret.
No need to apologize. You never considered us comrades anyway.
Damn.
Since when were you ever forthright with us? Never. Both when you were with us and after you left.
Damn.
You've always kept us in the dark.
Damn.
So don't say you're sorry.
Ah!
You never expected anything from us. So we stopped expecting anything from you.
Jeez, dude. Speaking daggers.
I don't feel that way.
What was that? Come on. Let's move.
Some people never change. Rappy, did you really leave without telling them? You didn't have your memory wiped or anything before you left, did you?
No, nothing happened.
That's right. That's precisely the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened.
Damn. I'm glad we're getting a little bit more explanation on Rappy's relationship with Absolute.
Anyway, that's all in the past, so we
Yeah.
shouldn't dwell on it. We should keep moving.
Unwa's still holding on to a grudge, very much so. Dang. Something's gonna happen, and classic, you know, anime trope. You know, oh wow, thank you for saving us. We're feeling, you know, we're all safer and better now. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, obviously it makes sense too that Ingrid would tell them, not just because they were comrades once before, but because if Absolute is your strongest squad, just like how Matisse is from Asilis, then you want your strongest squad to have the most information out of all your squads. And that makes sense to me, at least. There we go. Things are dying a lot quicker when I have Crown on my team. Jesus Christ.
A commendable battle, but I desire stronger
Interesting.
opponents
We're gonna get a
next
part
time.
2? Yes.
I have a question for all of you.
What is it?
What's Absolute doing here?
Hmm?
What kind of question is that?
Is our being here making you uncomfortable?
No, that's not it. It's just that... Don't you think you all being sent here is a bit overkill?
I see.
Actually, I was bit curious about that myself.
The goal is to use this sea pillar to push back the areas overridden with crystals, right?
A pillar.
Right! A pillar! Call me crazy, but I don't think you guys are the only ones who could get this job done. In fact, there are probably plenty of people better suited to handle this type of job. What do you think? I'm a real super sleuth, aren't I? Novel will be green with envy. You could have at least chosen a more impressive person to measure yourself against. However, you do have a point. This kind of job seems... I figured you all would bring some kind of special vacuum that'd suck up the crystals or something.
And what makes you think that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
You can't think about any mission from merely one perspective. You've got to consider it from all angles.
I don't get it.
And that's why you're all inferior.
Darn. I think we just got demoted.
We're here because the chance of encountering pilgrims and heretics is high.
Dude, that's what I thought, like, right off the bat. I gotta turn my air conditioner on. I'll be right back. It's a little warm in here. Yeah, it's like, come on. They have the highest record of beating heretics and pilgrims up on the surface, and now you're wondering why after you encountered not one but two on the surface? Like, yeah, why do you think they're there? Golly.
That pilgrim called Grave doesn't seem to be the friendly type. Plus, there have been traces of other intelligent life forms here.
Interesting.
We also know for certain that a heretic is roaming around these parts as well.
So you all were sent in as a military force to combat the heretic.
No, duh.
Correct.
Then why not send Matisse? They're adept at fighting too.
Why do you think?
Because they don't get along with Absolute?
Their weapons and power sources rely a lot on electricity. They'd be a movable feast for these crystals. That's why they can't come here.
The only thing we know for sure is that there's a heretic here, but we don't know anything about her. Therefore, squads with experience in dealing with heretics were chosen, which means us and you. We ought to be thanking this heretic for giving us a chance to meet.
Yeah, especially since you guys have been so busy lately.
Things definitely have changed since when I first joined the team. Don't you feel like we've been on a roll since I joined? We've got the commander to thank for our turn in fortune, not you.
Yeah, and it's like, obviously, it makes sense. LaPlace's laser relies on electricity. What's her face's sniper rifle relies on electricity. Maxwell, Drake. Yeah, so it makes sense to have the more militaristic kind of people who can do what they can with what they got.
Don't worry.
Forces go out there because you want the people with the least amount of risk and the highest amount of reward, which is going to be absolute.
Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
Let us destroy you swiftly. Interesting. Yeah, because imagine bringing Matisse out there, one of the strongest people, some of the strongest squads that are adept at fighting heretics, like they said, but they just get consumed by the crystals around them, and then you lose your squad. That's why they've sent Absolute. Is they don't want to have risk.
A new outfit for a new fight. Go get him, Bolt.
Oh boy. That's fine, because I've been missing some Elysian squads. I like Absolute. I like tearing them in the Neverland Christmas event. It was nice. Come on. Dead. Yeah, I missed talking to them or seeing them in the Neverland event, so that was nice. And now that they're back, we have fun things to do. All right, next story thing. You can always tell. You can always tell when it loads quickly, or when it's going to be a story thing, because that bar just jumps to the end, or if it keeps loading all the way to the end, then it's just mission.
Proceed with installation. Let me do it this time. Unwa, give me your chest.
What?
I need a flat surface to put this disc on.
Oh my god.
Keep talking and see what happens.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, easy. You're not really going to shoot me, are you?
I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to blow your lips off.
In that case, I better move my lips so they're harder to hit.
I don't find this enjoyable. I find it as annoying.
Unwa, are you okay? You're shaking.
You guys are so immature.
That's rich coming from you.
Like, that's all you're doing is antagonizing the people who were sent to help you. Obviously, if there is multiple pilgrims, possibly multiple heretics, you're going to want the best help you can get with the lowest amount of risk. Why are you antagonizing them? Just because you have some beef with them. Set aside their bullcrap and focus on the dang mission. 10 minutes later.
To this. You plop down the disc and the stake lands right wherever you put it. After that, it pushes away the crystals, and at this rate, we'll be done in no time.
Have you detected any activity from Grave?
Let me check. Someone's attempting to hijack the data. Initiating trace. They're nearby. I'll send you the coordinates.
Coordinates received. Proceeding
Proceed
in that direction.
A moment later, Unwa moves to the front of the group, cautiously surveying the surroundings. Did something happen?
Between Rappy and us?
Yes.
Didn't you hear me back there? I don't think we should dwell on the past.
Interesting. I still want to hear it.
What to do? Should I tell them, Rappy?
Fine.
Finally.
Alright, I'll loosen my lips for old time's sake. The long and short of it is that not much really happened. Rappy joined us shortly after Absolute was formed. She adapted quickly, and before long, we became Elysion's top squad. So much so that the Elysion completely overhauled their standards several times based on our performance.
Interesting.
Those were the days. Anyway, things stayed like that for a while. Then one day, out of nowhere, we got a written notice that Rappy had left Absolute. No explanation whatsoever.
Seriously?
That's all. You can imagine how confused we were. There hadn't been any sign that anything was wrong.
Rappy, you have some explaining to do.
Seems particularly peeved with Rappy. Why is that?
She thought that she'd found her perfect partner. She would always say that with Rappy, reclaiming the surface wasn't just a pipe dream.
Oh, I like this music. Oh, the music. it's a play on the theme in Red Ash. I think Lilith's theme. Kind of a play on that.
Can you imagine it? Unwa putting her arm around someone and giving them a fist bump? Unwa didn't just like Rappy. She adored her. Considering how abruptly things ended, I can understand why she's upset.
With her personality,
I like this
I'd
song.
imagine she went off demanding answers. You know Unwa well. She sought Rappy out multiple times after she left, but to no avail. In fact, that's something I always wanted to ask you, Rappy. Why didn't you meet with her? Were you busy?
I was avoiding her.
Huh? What? Why?
Because I felt bad.
Why'd you leave, though?
Oh. You're a coward.
You're right.
Rappy, have you ever told Unwa that you're sorry? So you haven't. Don't worry. I'm not going to ask why.
Interesting.
But you ought to know that if you don't give a proper goodbye, there's no closure. No matter what the reason is, you have to close the book on that chapter. Only then can you move on and start anew.
I know.
Dang! I like how we're just starting with the lore build up of Elysian and
Your king shall secure
absolute. Dude, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, shoot the gun guy in the background. Killed. Done. First. Good. Yeah. So that's interesting. It's gonna. Yeah, that's interesting. Dang. No proper goodbye. Nothing of the sort.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory. I will move as you wish.
Oh, I see another
Moving.
lost relic. Give me.
Understood.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next place. Want more story bits? I feel like okay. So if we go there,
Step back.
let's assess. So we're here. We're gonna go here. Hey, it's gonna be a while. Oh well.
Enemy sighted.
I will move as you wish.
Let's keep going. I'm hoping we get to some of the pilgrim heretics people soon. I think since we're moving to the coordinates where where grave is. Hopefully, whoever it is, that was intercepting.
Just a little more.
That'd be interesting. Whoa! Why do those dudes always teleport so close? That's a common occurrence with those dudes. Like, I'm not complaining, it's just funny. It teleports and reappears right in front of you. Alright, let's go. Go on. Loading times, optimization could be better.
Understood.
Wow,
Step
let's
back.
go.
Moving.
Unwa,
Unwa.
What's all the fuss? I'm right here.
everyone, stay low. Grave detected. Up ahead.
Grave. Yep, ahead of us, Grave places the coffin amongst a pile of various mechanical devices. We watch for a while. Grave simply stares at the coffin without moving an inch. She appears to, for some reason which remains unclear, be exhausted.
I'm not detecting any raptures nearby. The likelihood of an encounter is quite low.
We have the advantage. We should attack.
Let me try talking to her first.
Don't be a fool. We're dealing with a hostile force here.
I'm not sure of that, and besides, she seems to be running on empty.
I'll aim for her legs. After that, you...
We've been spotted.
Damn, she's good.
Take cover.
What are those? Explosives?
They appear to be homemade. The explosions aren't stable.
Here comes another one.
Interesting.
She does not want us to get close.
I'm going in. Cover me.
She sounds different.
What are you even carrying around a gun for? Is that just for show?
Silence.
Yes. Flames spew from the barrel of Grave's
This
weapon.
is gonna be a direct hit.
Intercept.
The bullet fired by Grave explodes in midair. Grave fires another volley.
On track for an indirect impact.
Intercept. Get her off balance.
Got it.
Vesty fires a missile, which lands in front of Grave and explodes. Even as Grave staggers, she continues to aim her weapon at
A
us.
miss. There's an opening.
Kaboom! Grave fires off a shot, which veers wildly into the air and explodes. At the same time, Unwa gets into position, fires her weapon. Grave's leg jerks back. Grave falls to one knee. She attempts to raise her weapon at us, but doesn't appear to have the strength and is unable to stand.
Impressive. You took her down with one shot.
Emma, keep your eyes peeled.
Roger.
All right. You, idiot. Go.
Me? Me?
I'm talking to Weakling. Go talk to her.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure what you hope to accomplish. But go. You've got a knack for talking to people, so I'll give you a chance. I'm warning you, though. The moment I detect you're in danger, I'm stepping in.
But our orders are to take her by force or eliminate her.
I'll take responsibility for what happens. Now go.
Unwa's giving us a chance. Thank you.
Commander,
Let's go.
go together.
No, you stay here. I don't want you to lose control and get us into another brawl unexpectedly. Yeah, Rappy. Stay
Roger.
behind. I raise both my hands and slowly approach Grave. Grave.
You.
It's me, the human.
Stop. I'll kill you.
How many warnings are you going to give me? Is that a heretic you're carrying inside there?
Heretic? That's not the name.
Then what should I call it?
Don't need to know.
She's fired up. To be fair, I'd be more than weirded out if she wasn't acting hostile towards me. I have to proceed with extreme caution. Grave swings her weapon within an inch of my face. I can feel the air blowing across the tip of my nose as it passes by.
Don't come closer.
Can we talk? A dull metallic clinking sound comes from Grave's hand.
Won't let anyone take this. I'd rather do it myself.
What's she doing? Wait. She's self-destructing.
Commander,
Oh crap. We're not after the coffin.
I'm sorry.
What is this ludicrous display?
Behemoth? What the? Oh, it's gonna have a. No. When's her banner coming out? Please? Hopefully soon, please.
Blowing yourself up isn't the answer, you fool.
Oh, she sounds familiar. Exclamation points.
4 beasts.
The 4 beasts. Crack. A giant clamp-like object slams Grave to the ground. Grave becomes motionless. You.
What a man.
what the? Why is she reacting like this? Commander!
Rappy rushes in. She quickly closes the distance.
So fast.
Another clamp detaches itself from the woman's back and shoots towards Rappy. Oh, I like the art style. The face. Rappy catches the clamp with her hand. Her feet digging into the ground from its tremendous strength.
Wow. You're able to block this?
Who are you?
Behemoth. The 4 beasts shall descend upon the earth. They will tear up the ground, flood it with water, blot out the sky, and incinerate it with blue flame.
Dude, I love her voice actress. Her voice actress is great. Holy cow.
Have you ever heard this verse?
No.
Of course you haven't, because I made it up.
Behemoth's clamp pushes Rappy to the ground and begins to crush her.
What is this?
Stay down. Good girl.
Wait, what was that?
What is this?
Okay. Wait, come on. What the heck? What the heck is that?
Stay down. Good girl.
What is that? Why is that there? Oh my god.
Rappy, no!
Rappy lies motionless underneath the clamp. Is she
We've
unconscious?
got to kill this thing.
Everyone,
Bestie.
concentrate fire.
Roger.
So they just reused the artwork, but swapped that grave for Rappy. That's funny. Behemoth races one of her clamps and slams it into the ground. Oh. Oh. That is cool. When the clamp comes back up, it is carrying a chunk of crystal so enormous that it can't see either end of it.
Let's see you try. And dodge this.
Everyone, get down!
Interesting.
Commander! No!
Anise and Neon rush towards me, and then everything goes black. Behemoth slams the crystal to the ground, sending shattering crystal fragments flying everywhere, along with heaps of dust which obscures my view. It's as if a bomb went off. It is as if a bomb went off. Among the dirt and debris, I see Behemoth clamping onto Graves' coffin. For some reason, Behemoth is treating it like a prized treasure.
Finally.
That face! What the world?
Give it back. No.
Another plume of dust comes rushing in, obscuring my vision. I crouch down and shut my eyes, trying to process everything that is unfolding before me. Dang. A
We
moment
have to
later.
follow them.
we have to
Agreed.
follow.
Don't act like you have a say in the matter after that embarrassing
Shifty, what can you tell us about Behemoth and Graves' movements?
Tracked a signal that's inching along. I suspect that's Grave. I assume that she's injured. As for the one calling herself Behemoth, it's strange. I'm not getting any readings from her at all. Even when she was directly in front of you,
Interesting.
I wasn't getting anything.
Some kind of stealth protocol?
I'm not sure.
Could she be a heretic?
Absolutely.
She must be.
Yeah.
And most likely the one who calls the shots here.
Let's track Grave. I saw Behemoth take the coffin. Grave values that coffin more than anything, and would do anything to get it back. If we follow Grave, she's sure to take the Behemoth.
That's a sound plan. Let's move.
All right.
Interesting. Dude, okay, Behemoth came in with a resounding impact. Wow. Very much.
I guess I have no choice but to.
I like crazy. I like that type of crazy, that kind of like powerful crazy. Dang. Okay. I want her to be the next pilgrim, so I can limit break her ASAP. People who don't watch or don't play the latest chapter can be like, who is this lady? I'm like, well, she's somebody who's worth it. Let's just say that. So I have a strong feeling that with the anniversary coming up in November,
How do you like that?
I'm pretty sure it's November,
Victory.
that we're gonna know a lot more about. What's her face? The Aunt Chiro lady.
Understood.
I'm hoping for another.
Way I can win this thing.
Okay, which side are we
Let's
going?
go.
This side.
Step back.
There's no way
That
I
we'll
can
know a
win
lot
this
more about Anichiro and kind of what happened to her afterwards. I want to know more about Grave, because all we know from the end of Red Ash is she was taken down and then like that was it. They don't really know, or she just disappeared if I remember correctly. With her being gone, we don't know where her body went. So obviously we know where her body is now, but we didn't know where it went. Who is Behemoth? Behemoth does not follow the heretics naming protocol. The heretics have a specific name, that's a specific ideology that they're named after. You have individualism for Indivilia. You have nihilism for Nihilister. You have anarchy for Anichiro. But Behemoth does not follow that naming protocol. So I don't know if she's like a self-insert heretic, because like, you know, there's Chatterbox, right? That's not Chatterbox is not a
I will protect you
ideology.
as I protect all of my subjects.
Chatterian. No. So she's probably a self-insert kind of heretic. That can you stop? Love already. Holy. So she's probably a self-insert heretic that works. I have a feeling she's gonna be more like nihilist in the fact that she doesn't necessarily work for the queen, because anyone with that type of energy, that type of charisma, that type of like power, like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do these things. I'm gonna do what I want, and you can't stop me. So my guess is she's trying to get Anichiro, kind of bring her back for her own personal gain, to work against the queen. I have a feeling everyone hates the queen. It's starting to seem that way. Especially with Chatterbox and Devilia trying, at least Chatterbox, trying to recreate the queen. Anichiro is not the queen, but defending the queen, as we know back from the Red Ash event. So it's interesting to see why I'm curious to see the queen, why everyone hates her. Because it's clear that everyone does hate her. All the heretics don't like her, so is she just secretly... What if she's like secretly dead and it's just like a program? Or it's just like something so simple? I mean, they probably hit us with, oh, it's a human, but I mean, like I said, when the trailers for the game, they're like, you know, when Raptures descended upon the Earth, they're aliens, right? So that wouldn't make sense why it would be like a person or something. It seems. Let's see. Drag. Grave desperately drags her incapacitated leg. After limping like this for some time, Grave arrives at the place with a throne fashioned out of crystal.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I brought this all the way over here. What silly me. I'm not sure how to open it.
Dang. Behemoth taps the coffin with her fingers.
Touch it.
If I open this, the old veteran you think so highly of bites the dust.
Interesting.
Right. So, how do you open it? Biometric readings, perhaps? Come over here. If you open this for me and leave, I'll let you live.
Give it back.
You can't keep living like this. I pity you, truly. You're a sight for sore eyes. That's why I'll set you free, if you listen to me.
I don't need it.
How much longer do you think you can last with that rotting body of yours?
Interesting.
Why don't you go somewhere nice to live out the rest of your life? Don't waste what few days you have left trying to change the past and doing something no one but you cares about.
Damn. Damn.
No one will understand. That's why I'm doing it. Everyone needs to know. I have to rewrite it.
You can be quite frustrating, you know. What, pray tell, do you intend on rewriting?
Everything.
Ooh.
I will rewrite everything.
Grave leans against the wall and she lifts her weapon. Crash. With a resounding crack, she fires. But this only elicits laughter from Behemoth.
You fool. That's not going to work.
Dude, her voice actress is definitely a veteran and definitely great at what she does. Holy cow. Clank. Behemoth's clamp deflects the bullet. She begins to slowly walk towards Grave.
Die.
Crash, crash, crash. Clank, clank, clank. Grave fires continuous volley of bullets, but Behemoth deflects all of them with her clamp.
No, no, no. That is the most powerful weapon which you possess. But you have no idea how to properly wield it. I assume it didn't belong to you originally. You see? All you're capable of is soiling other people's prized possessions.
Damn.
Shut up.
What an annoying fly you are, flitting about.
Crystals begin to grow under Grave's feet. A sharp spear-like crystal stops just short of touching Grave.
Don't move.
Oh, so she's controlling the crystals. Makes sense.
1 inch in any direction, and you'll be run clean through. You don't have nearly enough power to stop these.
Grave wildly swings her weapon. So 1 inch in any direction, and you'll be run clean through. And she's like, wah! Crash, clash. The crystals rising around Grave's body shatter and scatter all over. Pow. Behemoth's head swerves to the side after being hit by the weapon. Oh, he actually struck her.
No, really?
Crash. Behemoth went too fast. Behemoth's clamp slams Grave against the wall.
My, whatever should I do? Asking nicely hasn't done anything. Threatening to kill you has proved fruitless. Even roughing you up was ineffective. How can I get you to talk? Ooh, this is becoming a real headache. Should I perhaps try corruption?
Ooh, someone else who can inflict corruption. I thought only Chatterbox could do that.
No, that would scramble your brain. And you'd... Stay right there for a moment. Let me think.
Power plays.
Confirmation on Behemoth and Grave. They don't seem to be getting along too well.
She appears to be capable of controlling the crystals.
I bet she rules over this place.
Yeah.
And that clamp. It's remarkable. Not only can it deflect bullets, it also put Rappy out of...
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll launch a surprise attack. Prioritize securing Grave in the coffin. And if at all possible, avoid direct confrontation with the heretic.
Commander.
I know what you're worried about, Rappy. But do you feel like you understand what this, what kind of person this Grave is?
I understand all too well. She's attempting to resurrect Anichiro. Worst comes to worst. There might be 2 heretics. If that happens, our chances of success
Oh,
are...
calm down. Everything's fine. Be that as it may, I still want to try talking to her. Please trust me, I have plot armor. Nothing bad is going to happen.
So, all right.
You questioning orders. I thought your greatest attribute was simply doing what you were told.
Yeesh.
Hold on. There's one more. Clamming up when you know you're at a disadvantage. That means I don't have to waste time bickering with you. It's nice.
Unwa.
Wow.
Let's go.
Dude, Unwa has been tearing into Rappy. I'm loving it, dude.
If only there were a
I mean, like,
worthy
yeah,
opponent.
Unwa has every single right to be angry. Every single right to be mad. But damn, she's brutal.
Under the light of the kingdom, shall meet.
Wow. What are those things? There's a new type of rapture. These things. I'll have to search the database for those. It's interesting. But yeah. It feels like obviously there's been memes going around of Rappy being in the cuck chair due to everybody else getting action and time with the commander, whereas she's not. But she seems even more beta this time around than not, which is interesting. Okay, we can't get to that one.
Enemy sighted. There's no way.
Hey, yeah, I'm just curious how they're going to take Rappy. How is she going to come out of her funk? How is she going to become stronger? How is she going to do more? How is she going to improve? Because as of right now, I mean, yes, she has the power of the Red Hood at her disposal. Obviously, it takes a lot of energy and power. But at the same time... oh my god. At the same time, she can't use that all the time. She can't use that forever. Is she only as good as the power of the Red Hood that resides within her? The core bit that is inside her? We will go out to see.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Yeah. I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing. All right.
go.
Next chapter part. Let's go. Bang.
That really stings, you know.
Emma, confirm the point of impact.
Direct hit to the head.
Damn.
What the hell is this thing?
Vesti, the clamp.
On it. Missile container online. Firing missiles now. Do this.
Shoosh. Damn. A barrage. Dang. she was shooting like a. That was a lot. Barrage of missiles launches from Vesti's back.
Would you look at that? So many.
There's a resounding explosion, and Behemoth is enveloped in smoke.
Your aim is as accurate as always.
Counters, go! Don't be caught by the clamp.
Roger.
Let's go.
The counters rush forward towards the thinning smoke. At this point, we have to do our best to avoid any direct confrontation. All this swirling smoke is sure to obscure the visions. We have to be quick and get both Grave and the coffin. Rapidly expanding crystals surge along the ground, letting out an ominous crack as they race towards the counters.
I'm hit. Where are they coming from?
Impact sites are Rappy's right hand and left arm, both of Neon's legs and Anise's right thigh.
Shut down power to those
Who the
areas.
hell is she? How does she have such control over the crystals?
Sensing movement up ahead to the left.
Time to destroy this thing.
If you don't mind, I'm in the middle of having a conversation.
I love her faces. What is this? I love her design. Holy cow. Crystals expand rapidly along with the sinister cracking sound around us. Razor-sharp crystalline thorns hang ominously in the air. A threat that they could pierce through us at any moment if we make the wrong move.
I guess it'd be a good idea to stay still.
Nobody move. The crystals are too close.
She's playing with us.
She's coming over here.
The thick smoke begins to dissipate. The behemoth walks. The behemoth walks towards us, without casting so much as a glance at Grave, who is still pinned to the ground. She smiles.
Now, nobody move, please. You.
Me?
Yes, you. You're the commander, are you not? I only want to hear from you. The rest of you keep quiet.
Okay. Everyone stay calm. Do what she says.
What are you doing here? Are you trying to apprehend me? Or that pathetic piece of waste over there? You can take her, but the coffin stays with me.
Are you a heretic?
Yes.
Yes. Are you in charge of this place?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. This is my land, my secret garden, and you're intruding. It's high time I ask you what you're doing here.
We're interested in Grave and the coffin.
Grave? Oh, her? A fitting name indeed for her. But why the coffin? Do you know what this is?
It contains a heretic named Anichiro. Now that I can have a closer look at Behemoth, I can clearly make out a black liquid which courses through her body. Perhaps this is what gives her such remarkable defensive capabilities.
You knew. Color me surprised. What do you want with Anichiro?
We want to make her an ally.
Oh. Are you being serious? Do you even fully realize what this thing inside the coffin is?
No, to be perfectly honest, we're not entirely sure. What we do know is that everyone is doing their utmost to get their hands on it.
Well, let me fill you in. She's our predecessor, the original fusion. Both our origin and the genesis of our legend. Our ancestor.
So you have respect for your elders. How nice of you.
Yes, and we're kind of in the middle of something, and we could really use her help.
Interesting.
That's why I'm doing this.
Wait, who's we? We're in the middle of something. So there's more than just her. You said, yeah, yep, you said we could use her help. So you're not...
No, there are 4 of us, including myself.
Ooh.
We call ourselves the 4 Beasts. Catchy name, don't you think?
Oh my. The 4 heretics.
Unfortunately for me, I'm in a bit of a pickle, since I can't get this coffin open. If I'm too rough with it and try to bash it open, it'll kill Anichiro. However, you work with all sorts of high-tech gadgets, don't you? Help us open that thing.
What do we get in return?
Let's see. What could I offer you? How about some more information on the crystal? I'm sure you're rather curious about a mysterious entity like this, which you haven't seen before.
Something tells me you don't know much about it either.
Don't be stupid. You saw for yourself how I can control them. We're the ones who created these things. Hardly by chance, sure. But hey, it's working out.
Casting a quick glance around me. In the midst of the dense gathering of crystals surrounding us, I notice a slight gap close to me. This should be
What
it.
do you say? Do we have a deal? I'm giving you a golden opportunity to do a great thing for humanity.
Interesting.
Which I know is your thing.
I need some time to think.
Patience is normally not one of my virtues. But since this is a rare opportunity, oh wait, in the meantime, you have something I want.
I relax my body so I'll be able to dart away at a moment's notice. I have something you want. We only just met.
Yes, and as for what it is, saying it out loud is a bit awkward.
Behemoth hesitates and turns her back to us.
How should I put this?
Unwa,
What?
chest. Sorry. Alright, disc.
What are you two yelling about?
With a flick of her wrist, Unwa tosses me her whoa! Tosses me a disc. I catch it and hurl it towards a small opening I see in the crystalline cage. Mana, shifty. 3 A pillars.
Coming in at maximum speed.
What are you doing?
Interesting. Everyone brace for impact.
A-pillar landing.
Skipping activation for sequence condition check.
Dang.
Proceeding straight to art creation sequence.
Structural start. Pushing aside the crystal surrounding us.
What is this?
Need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Nice. Anish charges forward, bends down, tackling the behemoth's legs. Aim for the abdomen. Anish's charge causes Behemoth to lose her balance and stumble to the ground. At the same time, Neon rushes in and fires her weapon at Behemoth's stomach. It's working. That face, jeez. Rappy, you're up. Rappy leaps up and rotates her body to deliver a powerful roundhouse kick. Just as she's about to make contact,
You've all underestimated me.
Behemoth's clamps surge forth to intercept Rappy.
What's happening? Why can't I move?
That face, that's my favorite face.
You can stand to reinforce your joints a bit, you freak.
Thanks for the
Crack. Rappy delivers a forceful kick to the Behemoth's abdomen, which sends her staggering backwards. Seizing the moment, Vesti takes
You're on
aim.
track for a direct hit. Take the shot.
Take this!
Vesti fires a volley of missiles, which takes aim directly into Behemoth. A massive explosion rocks the area, sending smoke and debris flying. Now, secure the coffin and grave, then withdraw.
This feels a bit weird. Like we're about to
Grave robbers.
Now I feel kind of guilty. Securing escape route.
Rappy springs over to the coffin and stands before it. Rappy, we have to secure the coffin. Don't destroy it.
If I force it open, Anichiro will die.
My treasure, please. Return it.
I thought you passed out.
I must return it. Please. Wait, my idol. My...
Damn it.
Rappy? Rappy lifts both the coffin and grave and rushes forward. Interesting. So Rappy's fighting the Red Hood. The Red Hood within her.
Another battle?
Oh,
I just finished dressing up.
that's right. Alright, let's go. Who are you? Dead. Interesting. I really, really hope they don't make a habit of heretics getting their asses kicked so quickly. Instead, kind of, you know, they're powerful, right? Show us their power. Enough trump cards, enough perfect. Why are you above my screen, dude? You're above my screen. Come down. There we go. he was showing off screen, dude. But it's kind of frustrating when it's just like instant
commendable
victory over
But I
them.
desire
Like, come on.
stronger opponents next time.
Okay, no story mission. Yeah. All right. Whoa. All right, quit locking my screen. Okay, so we got. Okay.
Moving.
We're probably gonna have a part 3 when it comes to streaming newest chapters. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Part 1, 2, and 3.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I'll do next part tomorrow morning. Because it's gonna be a bit. Oh, sheesh. It's gonna be a bit before we get to the next section. The next. Well, it's gonna be a bit before we get to the ending of this chapter. So what I'll do is go ahead and stream again tomorrow morning, the latest chapter. Because I have stuff I do need to do. But like I said, well, I could say I don't have to do anything to do for like the next 5 hours. Oh well. I'm tired and hungry. But it's interesting. Okay, any lost? Nope.
Let's go.
Step back.
Yeah, it's interesting how Rappy is fighting like the Red Hood side within herself, trying to make the good decision. I'm curious to see what they do with Grave,
I just finished dressing up.
because if we do get away with Anichiro, is Anichiro just gonna die? Like, are they just gonna like shove her away? Is she just gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, she was? Are they gonna kind of like, yeah, we got her now. Okay, let's give her to some facility in the Ark, and we won't see her for a long time. Just kind of, you know, held off site until they have use for her in the main story, which is funny but sad. I want to see more of Grave. I want to see more of Anichiro. I want to see her come back. I want to see her speak.
Did you see?
I'm pretty sure she does, because I might have seen a thing or two on social media, which I try to avoid the best. Try to avoid spoilers as much as I could.
Understood.
Oh, lost relic.
There's
Okay,
no way
so
I
it's
can
1,
run in
2.
this thing.
I'll go this way.
This isn't moving.
Feels like I'm getting closer. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool seeing Absolute work in a combat situation, like how they work together, and you can definitely tell their key to success in, like Unwa states, is just communication, skills, you know, being effective at what they do, playing to the strengths of each other, and not just, you know, playing to their strengths and hiding their weaknesses. You know, if someone's Emma's good at communication and kind of, you know, calling out weak spots and stuff like that. Mass damage is Vesti's specialty. Mass destruction. Unwa is precision and leadership. So they all work very well together, and I can see where Rappy fits in to kind of fill in that that extra role too, of kind of that middle jack of all trades. And she was good with download. And she was with Whoa. I'm just gonna put it on auto. Yeah, this is. I am excited to see more of Behemoth, and so she's not the 4. She is of the 4. So there's going to be more out there. There's gonna be more out. There's 3 others out there. That's interesting. I wonder who they will be. Man, this is boring. Yay!
Victory!
Onwards!
Did you expect anything else?
Ooh, I kind of like this Rocky music.
There's no way I can run.
Step back.
I've always appreciated Nikke's character designs for the wide variety. They don't have any 2 characters that look or act or sound the same, which is something that I know other gacha games kind of suffer with. I'm looking at you, Azure Lane, but that's a different case of point. But with Nikke, there's no one really like Behemoth out there. There's no one really like Mana. There's no one really like Rumani or Shifty or Anderson or Scarlet or Privity. You know, they might have the Tsunderes or Yanderes or anything like that, but everyone's got their own personalities, their own goals, their own design. It's interesting how creative how creative they are with the design of everybody. And it's nice to see it. It's refreshing to see more. It's refreshing to see kind of more darker, serious designs come into play. Because with Behemoth's design, I was not expecting anything like that. We kind of got that teaser photo to actually see her in-game sprite. That was That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. I really, really hope they don't just shove her away like they've done in the past, or with other Nikkes and stuff, or other Raptures and Heretics. Because it's like, oh, chat, like the Last Kingdom event. I wasn't much of a fan of how they treated the Heretics. The Heretics were powerful creatures, and yet they were just, you know, quickly taken care of and dispatched. And it's just like, okay, well, that's annoying. That's stupid. You bring in these powerful people, these people who are strong. They know what they're doing, and they have these great powers bestowed upon them by the Queen herself, and they get quickly dispatched by the power of friendship. And I'm like, okay, power of friendship's cool, but it's definitely an overused trope that I'm not necessarily a fan of. But oh well, there's not really much that can be done.
It is time to show the majesty of the kingdom.
Morning. Oh, let's shoot the tower thing. Oh boy, this is gonna actually, he's gonna get one off. Yep. Dead. So we're good. Oh, there's another one. Kill it. Oh, he got another one off. Yeah. But we should be able to finish this chapter here soon. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this chapter, then I will go ahead and continue on to I'll go ahead and finish this chapter, end the stream, and then we will pick up tomorrow morning for part 3. I wasn't expecting this to be a multi-part thing, but I severely underestimated Nikke's skills in padding out things.
Have at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. Come on.
Under the light of the kingdom, everyone follow me.
Yeah. Let's go. Where? Okay. Go for it.
How do you like that?
Yes, I'm curious. Like, it's been so long since we've had actually like any major lore bits of substance that I'm just like, my mind's just thinking a lot. I'm not really trying to, like, I'm not really understanding too much of what's going on, because I'm thinking about it, because I'm curious. I think now that we know we've got Behemoth, we know a little bit more about Anichiro and Grave. Grave just seems like a lost child, honestly. It's kind of sad. Seems very pathetic. That's something I think we're going to know a good bit more about here soon. And I hope that... Okay, let's go to lost. Yes. I'm hoping that with the introduction of a new kind of bunch of heretics, because we have, whatchamacallem, like you said, the 4 beasts. Okay, so there's 3 others out there. Is Chatterbox one of the beasts?
Let's go.
Because that would make sense.
Moving.
Come on, there's another.
Moving. I will move as you wish.
There it is. It would make sense for him to be one of the 4 beasts. All right. Piling project number 30-1 moved back to the surface to continue test number 30. NJK 2.0 derelict city construction successful, material is abundant. Note, reconstruction signal detected near coordinates PBZ 188.83 from test number 30, awaiting confirmation. First phase testing complete. I don't know what any of that means.
I will move as you wish.
Understood. This isn't going.
We're getting close to the end of this chapter, though. I might actually just take a quick break and then return and continue it on, but probably not, because I want to do other things in the morning. Big stretches. But I am interested to see where they take this. Tomorrow morning we will continue with part 3.
I'm sorry. Under the light of the kingdom,
It'll be fun.
next. Just a little more.
How do you like that? A grand victory!
This music's good. This music's really good.
Let's go.
Step back.
Yeah.
Understood.
Last Kingdom, I really struggled with that one because it felt like it wasn't too impactful for the actual like story of the game. Yes, we know Modernia was going through things, but the only actual like real interesting bit of lore that we got was kind of towards the very end. Even then, like, if you look at the half anniversary Overzone, that came out we had Dorothy come out as a pilgrim, and the story was about Dorothy and the pilgrims of her time. We knew more about the character that was released, as well as there were 2 main story chapters that came out with her as part of, like, you know, in them as part of the focus. And same thing happened with Red Ash in the full anniversary. Red Hood was a part of the event, as well as part of the 2 more recent chapters, and she had a banner up. And then we have this, and then we have the Last Kingdom, the 1.5 anniversary. But the problem is you had Last Kingdom, which included Crown, and then you had the. Okay, let's open this. You had Red Hood, or you had Crown, which was a part of the event, and she had a banner, but she was not a part of the more recent chapters. That bothers me. That it's not consistent. Yes. Grave has sustained heavy
Then I
injuries.
suggest you pick up the pace. The crystal chamber is approaching.
Crystal Chamber.
It is
Never
emitting large
giving
amounts
up.
of electromagnetic waves, which I believe is due to the It should arrive in about 20 minutes. Please
Okay,
do.
we'll hurry. I turned back to look at the group. Grave, who is unconscious, is being held up by Anise and Neon. Emma carries the coffin. Rappy continues to remain silent. Come on, everyone. We gotta hurry.
Weakling, what exactly happened back there?
What do you mean? You mean with Behemoth? I guess that black liquid flowing through her body served a defensive purpose. And noticed there wasn't any of it around her abdomen, so I suggested concentrating our attack in that area, and it panned out.
I was referring to what you said to me before asking for the disc, moron.
Sorry about that.
I must admit, finding out the heretic's weakness and using the stakes as an offensive weapon, that was pretty impressive. It's about time you showed some improvement.
Thanks.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Unhwa giving a compliment?
Huh?
Is something wrong, Vesti?
Unhwa's face. I remember that expression.
Yes. Me too.
It was when she used to be with Rappy. She always used to have that expression. It's nice to see it again after so long.
Yeah. It is.
I presume it's likely that Behemoth is going to be chasing after us?
Most likely.
Most likely. Considering she's at... I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a bit scared.
Wow.
How come? It's my first time seeing a heretic, let alone a high-ranking one.
What do you mean? Wait. Who is the first? Hasn't she seen Chatterbox? Yeah, she was the one who kicked his head in. He's a heretic, right?
What's there to be scared of? You've got us and the rest of
And didn't they fight
Absolute
Modernia, who's a
alongside you.
heretic?
You mean you're not afraid? Of course not.
Come on.
Well, that at least doesn't make... It's just that everyone looks so cool. I was starting to worry I was the only one who was freaking out. I'm worried too. But we've got to stay strong. I know. You're right.
I'm pretty sure Anise has fought heretics before. Makes no sense. Or is this the Crystal Chamber? Okay. Absolutely love this song. Absolutely love this song. This is peak Cosmographs. Actually, we're gonna quit squad formation.
Here I come.
Where's my destruction team? Swap that out for that. Alice.
Tell me where we're going.
Okay. This is gonna be I'm choosing the boss killer team. Never giving up. I love this song so much. Okay. So let's focus. Let's do this one. I don't know what that does, but it allows me to kill him. So with this team, you've got Litter providing damage boost, you have Crown providing damage boost and reload speed, as well as Privity providing damage boost and reload speed. So do you know what that means? You have people who do a bunch of damage. Alice has virtually no reload time. It's great. I mean, look at that. Already defeated. That quick. I mean, I get, you know, I'm overpowered for the boss. But seriously, that is a great combination team. Everyone's maxed out on all their skills and gear and everything. And also, too, I mean, Scarlet just does a casual 100 million damage. We didn't even get to phase 2. They just died.
I don't mean to lecture you, but next time, you would do well to check your surroundings before engaging in combat.
Okay.
That last skirmish ended up severely damaging many of our supplies and equipment.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. How's Grave holding up?
Her external injuries are not severe. I can do basic first aid, so I was able to
Great, thank you.
However, I did notice something unusual while I was conducting the repairs. Grave is a mass-produced Nikke.
Yo!
What?
Why is that question mark different? That is, yeah. You see the shape of that question mark right here. That question mark is one font. This question mark is a different font. That bothers me.
Well, what does that mean?
That looks different, yeah.
Not only that, but her body is one of the first models ever made.
Ooh.
It's well over 100 years old.
Oh. A mass-produced model. Is a mass-produced model even capable of that?
Apparently so, by virtue of the fact that she's here in front of us. If we do a brain scan, we could find out more. Unfortunately, we don't have the necessary equipment on hand to do that.
That kind of leads credit to the theory that Grave is related to Lilith in some way. Because we still don't know what happened to Lilith in the Legendary Commander.
As for the coffin and strange weapon of hers...
And that could explain why she's so protective of the coffin in Anichiro within, is because that is, in fact, her daughter.
We should be able to open both of them, since their security levels aren't that high. Should I open them?
No, I think we should leave it for now.
Understood.
When do you think she'll come to?
I've given her some sedatives. If we want her to wake up, all we have to do is administer a stimulant.
Do it.
Commander, I still have misgivings about
Rappy, you've been weird this whole chapter. Just shush, Rappy. You said that you had felt this rage well up inside you when you saw Anichiro, didn't you?
Yes. And?
Is that rage entirely your own? Is that if that motion was entirely yours, you would have smashed that coffin and left Grave there to die. But you did neither of those things. Do you feel it is possible that you mistook Red Hood's memories for your own and allowed it to influence you emotionally?
If Red Hood felt such rage towards Anichiro, that's all the proof I need.
True, true. It's not like you, Rappy. Yeah, I know, but it's true. The calm, level-headed Rappy I know wouldn't have said that. Yes, perhaps Red Hood does feel animosity towards Anichiro. Maybe they even came to blows at one point. Oh, crap. But years have passed. And the pure speculation. Oh my god. Perhaps she's returned like Marion did. Think carefully about which emotions you are feeling are truly your own. You just look at Grave, and all she's done for us till now. Does it really look to you like she intends on awakening Anichiro?
Going silent again? You never change.
There you go.
Okay. Wake her up, Mana. If she doesn't make any moves, I won't do anything either.
What an obedient follower you are. Just a moment ago, you were champing at the bit to kill her. And now? Backing off like a dog with its tail between its legs.
I agree with the commander. I'm starting to suspect that Grave's goal isn't to awaken Anichiro.
Interesting.
Explain.
Even when she was injured and knew she didn't stand a chance of winning, she hunted Behemoth down to get the coffin back. It's clear that she values that coffin more than her own life. She referred to it as a treasured possession. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm getting the feeling that she in fact isn't attempting to awaken a heretic which will end up being a threat to mankind.
Interesting.
She has too much of a one-track mind. Yes, that's how it's been from the start. The reason she was hostile towards us was because I pulled the trigger first. I let my emotions get the better of me. And I wasn't thinking.
Nope.
Don't get me wrong. It's not that all my suspicions are alleviated. Maybe she does have a one-track mind, and her goal is to awaken the heretic. Who knows? Nonetheless, I believe we can attempt to reason with her. If it turns out that I've misread, then I will apologize to her.
Very well.
But you're not going to apologize to Unwa.
All right. I'll administer the stimulant.
Grave bolts upright, her eyes darting around frantically. When she catches sight of her weapon in the coffin, she bolts towards the coffin. After inspecting the coffin briefly, she carries it again. All the while, she eyes us cautiously. She is obviously nervous beyond all measure. Grave, we're not going to do anything to you. Let's talk.
Cut the crap.
You sound so much different than before.
What did you do to me?
What the hell? What the hell?
Your language circuits were deteriorating from old age, so I replaced them.
Thanks, Mama. Dang, she's talking normal again. Oh, mission clear. No! So go ahead and claim all the stuff here. Clear the chapter. Oh, let's go ahead and claim the last relic. Where is
I
it?
will move as you wish.
There we go. Yep, we're going straight into the next chapter. Well, I have Union Raid to do. I have other things to do. I gotta go to the bathroom, get breakfast. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Whoever has, and for however long. I will be back tomorrow morning for part 3 of this accidental 3-part adventure. And we will hopefully see more about Anichiro. We'll hopefully see more about the... now that Graves' speaking circuits are all fixed, her communication circuits are all fixed, it'd be interesting to see what she has to say now. I want to know more about Behemoth and other people, and then we'll see if this actually satisfies my desire for more lore about the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow morning, probably around the same time, so please don't feel like you need to watch this in the morning. Just feel free to watch this around the later. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.